And welcome back. Our next guest is the CEO of the No Fico Score Group and joins us with information on buying homes. We welcome Gail Allen to the show. Gail, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Everybody's trying to maybe somehow one day get out of rent and get into the American dream, and they want to buy a house. But before you do that, you have to prepare before you get there. What are some of the things that you have to do?
Well, you must look at your credit, all right? You need not have excellent credit, but you should have a FICO score of at least 650.
650.
And now
That's the number?
Yeah, some banks will go as low as 580 for an FHA loan. 3.5% down.
FHA, for people that don't know?
Federal Housing Administration.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent program, because if you close a loan with FHA, let's say the interest rate is 4%, 30-year fix. But 2 months later, you see, gosh, I closed too soon. The interest rate is now 2.5%.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be wonderful? With FHA, you can actually go and bring your next mortgage payment to the closing and receive an interest rate of 2.5%.
Wait, let's rewind.
Without refinancing.
Say that again.
Without refinancing,
Wow.
without paying points or closing fees. It's a wonderful program.
Yeah, but see, people just getting into it, that's the scary part, because a lot of people don't know yet. You don't know what's around the corner. So you have to get the information that you need in order to get you where you need to go.
Well, that's why I'm here.
That's why you're here. That's what I'm talking about. So say you're graduating from college, you want to pay off your bills, you want to get your credit card straight, and then you want to buy a home. You want to start a family and all that.
If you're graduating from college, you want to pay off your bills. And that's another thing, too. If you're young and you're aggressive and you're graduating from college and you want to pay off all of those student loans, there's something that you can do before you actually get into your career. You can go out, you can look across the street in your neighborhood, you can find a rundown property, and you can buy it, you can renovate it with only 5 or 10% down. The banks will give you 90%. So you'll put down 10%, and they'll give you the money
But I can
for
hear the young people.
rehab.
And I can hear the young people saying, well, how do I get that money?
Well, yeah, you buy it.
OPM, other people's money?
Yeah, you can do it with other people's money. You can do it with your savings. You can get a group of young people from college. They say, hey, listen, we got a lot of debt. How are we going to get rid of this debt and become doctors or lawyers or whatever you're trying to pursue? Let's go and do a short sale. Let's go out to Brooklyn, the Bronx. Let's go to Jersey, to Newark, Bergen County, and let's find something that's been sitting there, a dilapidated piece of old house. And if it's in a decent area, let's buy it for $100,000. Let's put 75 into it and sell it for $4.
Yeah,
Let's
I hear
make
you
some
starting
money.
a bunch of businesses in here.
Absolutely.
You're gonna get a bunch of people getting together. Hey, do you hear what my girl said? That Gail Allen girl.
But that's
She said
what
we can
it's
start a
about.
business.
That's what it's about. There's a feast going on out there in the real estate industry, in the housing market. And most people, middle class, lower middle class, they're wondering, how do I take advantage of it? You just get into it. You just do it. You don't need to call someone up and register and pay $500 or $600 and go to a seminar for 2 or 3 days. I mean, that's nice.
Yeah,
But what you actually do is you call someone like me who's willing to give you that valuable information, who will work with you as a consultant and put you where you want to be at a closing with $50,000, $75,000 cash.
Hey,
profit in your
that's
pocket.
what I'm talking
That's what
about.
you're about.
Yeah.
That's what real estate's about.
And they always said, in order, if you want to do something, get the knowledge of what to do, what to say, how to be before you get there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So they call you, a lot of people call you for different reasons. What's some of the main reasons?
Well, they'll call me because, let's say, they're losing their home. Maybe someone is calling me because, Gail, my husband passed away. I have a job. I'm about to retire, and I would like to stay in my home, but I really can't afford it. Well, there are many things they can do. Sometimes you can refinance.
No.
Sometimes you can ask the lender for loan modification. Many times people do qualify for loan modification, but they just don't know how to prepare the financial worksheet.
Yeah.
Some people overstate their debt. Well, how much is your? Well, I pay $500 a month for PSE&G, or my electricity, and then I'm paying $300 a month for a car note, and altogether I'm paying $5,000 for my bills, and my income is $4,500. And they think because they have a lot of debt that their lender will say, my goodness,
Yeah.
You'll make $5,000 and you got $4,500. You only got $500, you know, residual income for the week, for the month. We got to help. No, no, it's just the opposite. The lender will say, no, you do not qualify.
Yeah.
And so you'll come to someone like me and I'll say, okay, Mr. Wilson, Mrs. Wilson, how much are you really
I'm thinking about
spending?
going into business with you.
How much are you really spending on your electric and gas
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and your food bill? Is your food bill really $2,000 a month? No,
Yeah.
Gail, we're lucky if we spend $600. Okay.
Gail, do they still have assumable properties? I know that was a hot item at one time. People were assuming properties. They take over the mortgage. They deal with they pay the person in the home the equity that's in the house, and they take over the property.
That was good with FHA. Many of the lenders are not allowing that clause now. That assumable feature is no longer found in the new FHA Fannie Mae clause.
Yeah.
And when you do find one now, you must qualify to assume the property with your income and your credit.
I was going crazy with those things down
Did
south.
you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because somebody told me that I can buy 30 properties, and by the time you retire, sell 15, get the money for that, and keep rent off the 15 that you keep, and to keep you sustained while you're in your retirement.
But I think that's something we should do, buy as many properties as we can, because real estate creates generational wealth. We have generational wealth. It keeps the dollars within our community. So if these young guys out of college and ladies go out and they buy property and they learn how to buy and flip property, now they're landlords, they're owners. Now they've got a stake in the community. Now they get to say what's happening down at City Hall, the council meetings.
Right.
Because they're paying taxes.
Exactly.
You know,
And you have your own bank.
You have
your
your own
property. You put up a property. You have equity in that property.
Absolutely.
You have a bank that you can borrow from to buy another property.
to buy another property.
Yeah.
Another property. And that is, I believe, it's how we're going to stop regentrification, or at least slow it down, or be a part of it.
Yeah.
You know, you take a place like Edgewater, New Jersey. It's an old town. You may find a 3-bedroom that someone's been renovating, updating from time to time. It's been in the family for maybe 40, 50 years. And someone comes along and put up a McMansion. Guess what happens? When the tide comes in, where they say all waters rise, so that McMansion is worth maybe 1.5, but that little modest 3-bedroom that you held on to, that you renovated, it was worth 300. Now it's 650. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's what happened in Harlem, right?
Yes.
Those brownstones were like 200,000,
Yes.
and they all run down and everything. Then something took place, and now they're like $2 million, $3 million.
$2-3 million. I mean, you know what? They're doing lollipops with the brownstones. So if it's a 3 or 4 unit brownstone for apartments, they're actually making them condominiums now.
One last thing, flipping. Tell me about it.
Flipping. Call me if you like to flip a house, because I'll show you how to do it. Flipping, you go out, you buy property. Let's say you're going to buy for $50,000. Okay, or you're going to buy it for $500,000. It's a 2-family. All right, you'll get the money to purchase the property, and the bank will give you the money to renovate, if you can prove that there's going to be equity once you renovate it. So you've got to have 65 to 75% LTV, loan to value. You want to know more about it? Call me at Let Gail
what's
help
that
you.
number?
973
973
389
389
3347.
3347.
And you can email me at
Let Gail help you at gmail.com. Thank you so much. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. Gail Allen, CEO of No Fico Score Group.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Very
having me
good.
on.
Great information. You need a whole show. You come back and do it again?
Anytime.
All right. We have to take a quick break, but a quickie. We'll be right back.